Hi, this is one of the High Priests of Khonshu, Ray, from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. We're proud members of the collective, and you're listening to one of the collective members, the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast. Hope you enjoy.
We're back! Hello and welcome once again to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast, episode 51. Don't expect much because you know what they say, after 50 it's all downhill. I am Phil, and joining me as always, her sixth self is...
Hey guys, it's Lilith. I'm losing my voice, so I'm sorry in advance.
She's physically sick this time. It's usually the mental illness we have. But...
I mean, look who I hang out with that's contagious, you know.
You know what you're getting yourself into. We're back after our big movie review like 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's been a while, bro.
Well, I know we didn't do anything.
That was a big one. That was a big one. We had to recover.
That's what she said.
This podcast is rated teen, right on track.
But yeah, no top 10 lists or anything this week.
We got a backup story instead.
That's right. Count them, 2 issues for the price of 1.
Don't get it confused with Marvel 2-in-1 though, because then you'd expect quality. Come on, you're listening to the Deadpool podcast.
I was gonna say, if anyone's listening to us for 5 minutes, I don't think they're expecting quality. Anyway, our theme tonight is Gail Simone because it's an old issue and a new issue.
We've been threatening to do the Gail Simone run, and we figure, you know, after the movie with Domino and all these things coming out, why not just screw it and just jump ahead?
We're gonna pressure one of these creators to come on here eventually. Shall we jump into our first issue, which is from 2002? That's right. Oh yeah, because it's both Cable and Deadpool. Deadpool issue 65.
Sexy fun times, guys.
Warning: this scene does not appear in the issue. Or should I say she does not wear this outfit?
Bait and switch.
Even Deadpool knew back in the day. You cannot ask your executive assistant to wear that. Just ask Lilith. Her boyfriend would not wear the bunny ears or the bikini.
As far as y'all know.
We don't want to know what cosplay you guys are doing. All right.
I like this issue. This is a weird point in Deadpool, though, like because of the whole Agent X thing, and this is getting renumbered pretty soon. And it's just like, then it got canceled. Kind of, sort of.
I don't know. Wasn't there like legal issues where they couldn't use the name or like, I don't know, the concept of Deadpool for a while? So that's why they went to the Agent X thing. Was that it or?
I really couldn't tell you.
I thought it was something like along those lines because it was like a little over a year and they went back to the whole Deadpool thing. So unless it's one of those things where they wanted to replace, every comic book character seems to get replaced at some point temporarily.
That's what I thought it was for sure. And I was just like, okay, they're just trying something new.
Although with Cable, they went to Soldier X, and it was the same guy, just a different name.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was legal action with Liefeld.
We might have to go do a little research for not next time, but the next time after that.
Yeah. What did you think of this issue? Deadpool becomes a big man after he kills the four wins.
I'm going to hire you to kill all my other people. Just don't kill me. But nope, Deadpool does one extra because he's extra.
Well, it's an accident. You try crashing through a skylight and having
it kind of reminded me of the beginning of the Deadpool 2 movie, actually.
Oh, did you hear 9? Oh, did you hear 9 to 5 in those first couple pages?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Who's the artist on this? I forgot.
Is Udon, Udon?
Oh, that's why I didn't remember. No offense to the artist. No, I like the art. It's just, I don't think they've done, I don't think I've read anything else that they've done outside of this. Or if I have, it's slipping my mind.
Is that like a pseudonym or is that like a company?
Probably a company. That's like Meth 3 or whatever. Comic books got so weird after late 2000, I swear. No, but I enjoyed the story. I mean, I like when we travel with Deadpool. I like Japan, so
yeah.
It was an interesting way to start, for a writer to start their art. It felt like a breath of fresh air, but at the same time, I'm just like a little more mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was kind of like
something. I feel like she had something to prove or something. I just feel like this was like a little bit like I'm gonna one up the person that came before me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No, I mean I enjoyed it, like I said.
And I can't remember, but before this, had any woman written Deadpool? Was she like the first female writer on Deadpool?
I definitely think she was the first female writer on Deadpool.
Maybe she was like, oh, trying to prove that.
Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just something that I noticed. And whenever she decides to come on, I want to ask her.
That's right, Gail Simone. We're looking for you.
Remember, I just put stuff into the ether. We get Bill and Ted 3. We got Cobra Kai. And maybe our lottery numbers will come in.
Oh, and I think this was the first appearance for you Domino fans, Outlaw.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I was just like, Black Swan. Like, I just got like Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman flashbacks.
You're getting attacked by Natalie Portman? Oh, this was before that.
I know, way before that. But
like 10 years or something?
I think only 8, but yeah, close enough.
And I want to know, where do you hire executive assistants who are just like, oh, okay, I'll work for a killer?
You'd be surprised. As long as the benefit package is good, just ask Charlie.
I was gonna say, I don't know what Lilith does for a living.
I mean, henchmen are henchmen for a reason. They're cannon fodder, but it has to be something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Other than being cannon fodder to make somebody want to be a henchman. Just saying.
Oh, I love how Deadpool repurposed an old S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters.
Is that like a secret like running gag or something? Because I feel like it worked its way into the movies. But like I have started noticing that as I'm reading like the comics again.
I think it was like was it the 70s? I don't know if it made it to the 80s, but yeah, I just remember S.H.I.E.L.D. had like a barber shop where the chair, each sat in the chair and it dropped down. So I'm assuming that's the headquarters. I believe it got blown up or something eventually.
It always gets blown up. Just ask Arrow. They've gone through like 9 freaking Arrow caves and haven't called it a quiver once. But anyway.
And I just love Wade has the bad acne, but still the good bone structure. Or what's he trying, Rogaine?
You know that there's 2 kinds. If Rogaine doesn't work for you, there's another kind that might work. So, don't lose hope if you're going bald and you tried Rogaine. That's the point. I really did like the art. I felt like it was really crisp.
Yes.
And it popped. Yes. The red was really like whatever they did with the red it really stood out. Yes. As it should, because that's the main color.
The pencils, the inks, the colors, it's all like popped. Yeah, because
we've complained it's been pretty spotty sometimes, especially when it's Deadpool and Cable. It can get pretty spotty.
But even like, I don't know if this is the colorist or the inker, but when it's light, it looks light. When it's dark, it looks dark.
But it still feels familiar, but better in a way. Like, I don't know how to put my finger on it, really. I think the arc before this is what it is it was kind of really dragging on.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that weird thing where he kind of died and there's the brain of the Deadpools?
And the name of this one is what? Healing Factor Prologue. And it's just like, okay. I don't really understand why it's named that, but okay.
But yeah, and then we get the Black Swan who, I don't know, feels offended by Deadpool.
Join the club.
My family has been assassins for centuries,
You ain't met Deadpool. Now you have. Kind of one of those things.
Black Swan and his fancy handkerchiefs and fancy boy villain.
The world needs more fancy boy villains. That's why I like the take of Lex Luthor being like a crazy businessman instead of a mad scientist,
Yeah.
Kind of that some things, just need more dapper villains, man. I think that's why D'Onofrio really killed it as Kingpin and Daredevil on Netflix too.
Yes.
Although I just kept seeing the dude from Law and Order Criminal Intent. I was like, it's the same person.
Bad guy.
The same person. He just upped the ante.
And speaking of trouble with the head, yeah, Black Swan does something to Deadpool. He's basically erasing Deadpool's mind.
Because that's what we need.
Has him beaten and sent home. Him and his new assistant, Ratbag, the homeless guy.
He's got a thing for rodents, huh?
I guess.
Bunnies, weasels, rats.
And his executive assistant Sandy.
I do miss our weasel and our blind owl though.
It just seems like a lot of times a new creative team takes over and they like bring in like their own supporting characters with Deadpool. But
I just like that classic dynamic. There's nothing wrong with like we talked about with Bendis, although for different reasons, you want to make your mark, and I think it works. It was, like I said, it was definitely like, okay, she's not playing around. She wants to make her mark. She wants this to be different and fun and fresh. And sexy.
Yeah, maybe after we do the Gail Simone stuff, maybe we should get back to some of that Joe Kelly. We could do some of that, that Joe Kelly stuff we were doing early on, and like we can get some of that Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Definitely Spider-Man and Deadpool stuff. I love Spider-Man and Deadpool. I ship it. Not to be confused with this show on the CW seed. I was watching Flash, the original Flash, and they have like 80,000 commercials on CW seed. It's a show on the CW seed. I can't get out of my head.
So yeah, so you enjoyed this issue?
Oh, absolutely. Like she didn't waste time with like setup and stuff. It was just like, hey, here I am. This is what I want to do. There's a story. Have fun with it.
But before we move on to the next issue, do you think it was a happy coincidence, or did they intentionally end Deadpool's first run with issue 69?
I definitely think it was on purpose. No doubt in my mind.
I still want to believe that.
Come on, it's Deadpool. If Harley Quinn could do it, she would do it.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. She'll get the issue 69 and then also renumbered at number 1 just to do that.
That's the joke. Every time it gets to 69, they have to renumber it. So anyway, no, like I said, I enjoyed the story. I thought this was just a really great breath of fresh air, something different, something a little bit more fun than what we had previously in the arc before. It's just a shame, like it was so short-lived, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if like the whole Agent X thing was like foisted upon her, so she had us.
We should definitely do some research about that though, because it like I said, it was really abrupt, and you're just like, wait, what are we doing?
Easiest way would be, Miss Simone, please come on and tell us the secret history of this run.
She can just DM us. I don't whatever's easiest.
I was gonna say, yeah, email us.
But no, I give it a solid B+.
Yes, I agree.
Only because like I felt like I was left dangling from the last arc. Like it was like loose ends and stuff that I was curious about. That's probably the only reason why I would give it a B+.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not her business to wrap it up. The other person should have wrapped it up before they got kicked off the book.
Yes, but you may ask, what's Gail Simone doing now?
Boom! Domino.
Number 2.
Yeah, I like this book so far. I am very excited for it to come out next week, June 13th, guys.
Yes.
Number 3 looks really good. Like this is like, do you remember the road trip like the Birds of Prey had backbeat? I think it was at the tail end of New 52.
Yeah.
This is everything I wanted it to be.
Yes.
I like her supporting cast. I like her arch nemesis. Everything just kind of flows and works together. The artwork was really phenomenal this week too.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that Domino really needed a book, maybe a maxi series, not an ongoing necessarily. Hey, it proved me wrong. It's not just a random cash grab to see what sticks.
Hey, they're going full out because the announcement was made. She's going to be at least spending at least some time with the Avengers soon.
That's really interesting, actually. I guess they do need to shake things up a bit for the Avengers.
Well, I think they were saying the way Jason Aaron's writing it now, it's like, what is it, like 8 members?
It's a sausage fest?
Maybe. Well, no. She-Hulk's on there. Captain Marvel's on there. But I think they were saying, but at least one of those slots on the team is going to be like a rotating one. Like Doctor Strange was in there for the first arc, but he's like going out in the space. If you read Doctor Strange number 1 this week. But so yeah, I guess they're going to like rotate that spot.
Weird. But okay.
Well, keep it fresh.
I mean, when's the last time we actually had a classic Avengers lineup? It's been like a million years, bro.
Well, Cap, Thor, and Iron Man are on the team.
And that's it. And they're boring.
They're Trinity.
Well, they are.
You hate Cap for some reason.
He's boring.
Not in the hands of the right writer.
Boring. Never read a good Captain America story that I liked, ever. Not one.
How dare you?
Sorry. But no, like I said, this one was great. I love this. This is like a girl's road trip. Like I expect them to be in Vegas in like 5 episodes, 5 issues.
Yeah.
Is Vegas still destroyed in the Marvel universe?
No, remember that was the point of Damnation. Vegas is back.
Okay, I was we cut you off every week, so I never really got the conclusion of Damnation.
I know you two are always busy talking about how to prepare meat or
Rick and Morty, Back to the Future.
I don't even mind that stuff, but it's always like, oh, here's how you fill out a 401k or something. It was him, and you never know where you're gonna go.
Educational. You don't bring somebody called the professor on your podcast and not expect to learn something. Damn it, Philip.
He gave himself that name. He does no doctorate.
He admits it.
I know.
He's like the guy from The Big Bang Theory.
But see, and if people yell at us that, hey, we cover books that Deadpool's not in, Deadpool's in this issue.
Right? I know. It's like gratuitous cameo is a must.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, though, too. He was at the party a lot in issue 1. And
well, can I get some other people that were at the party? Because there are a lot more interesting people than Deadpool at that party. I'm just saying.
I know. I think we did see Cable there. Well, they even made that joke a couple of times that, like have all our old boyfriends are there, like Cable, and didn't she have a thing with Colossus for a while? He's there.
Well, he's with his child bride, so she doesn't have to worry about that. Wait, are they married yet? I forgot.
No, X-Men Gold 29 came out this week. I believe it's next issue. Because I didn't read 29 yet, but yeah.
They're really dragging out that marriage. Much like Batman.
Hey. Oh, that reminds me. I just saw Tom King's going to be on Late Night with Seth Meyers on Tuesday, so I'm recording.
What? When did they start putting comic book writers on Late Night? What?
Well, I think he's like an actual author too, so.
Okay. I'm such a heathen. I'm like, I don't care about anything
No, I
else.
think you know who else Seth Meyers. I don't think I didn't see it, but you know who Seth Meyers has had on before though too. Bendis.
Shut your mouth.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure.
Look, I haven't watched Late Night since Letterman retired. Like, I am not even joking. Like, I don't even watch Stephen Colbert, so it's just like
the only time I usually watch is if like if I see
I'm sleep.
if I see somebody's gonna be on, I want to see, I'll record it. But yeah, I don't watch any late night.
Dude, in fact, I take it back. I don't think I've watched Late Night since Jon Stewart left The Daily Show.
Well, supposedly they say, it's not like people even watch late night on a regular basis. It's all like clips on YouTube.
Well, that's what our society has been reduced to. Clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, make sure you hit that bell.
Ding, ding.
Hit the like button and join our notification squad if you're watching on YouTube.
And I mean, Gail did a good job on this Domino issue because actually,
I agree.
Sometimes I'm just like, I Amadeus Cho Hulk. I'm just like, sometimes I like him. Sometimes it's just like.
See, I told you when we were talking about this on Capes. I told you, I was like, no, he was actually really good in this one. Yeah. I totally agree with what Charlie was saying about that, but I thought that he worked in this issue. Yeah,
it depends who's writing it, and yeah, Gail wrote him pretty well.
Like I liked Amadeus before he had the Hulk thing going on. Mm-hmm. The Hulk thing kind of threw me off guard, and it does like kind of oscillate wildly depending on who's writing him, and it's a shame.
Yes, and Bruce Banner's back this week, Immortal Hulk #1.
Oh, really? That's about damn time. I might pick that up actually.
There's a lot of #1s this week. Immortal Hulk, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I got Ant-Man and Wasp, but I haven't read it yet. I'm actually really excited for that movie.
Yeah, it looks good.
Here for Evangeline Lilly only and Michelle Pfeiffer.
You know what cosplay
Girl power.
We know what cosplay she's doing this year. Big wings on your back.
Oh, it's too hot. Cosplay season is too hot for all that crap. I'll go as Misty from Pokemon. Just some shorts and a crop top. There you go. And some gym shoes. You gotta be comfortable.
Speaking of cleavage, we got a lot this issue.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hell no. Free the nipple.
I mean, it's a comic book. I mean, I was just having this conversation. I was like, boys are like, oh, I hate girls because they came in and they ruined comic books. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you ever notice how they're not as sexy? I'm like, I think they're more sexy than when they originally came out, but that's just me.
Yeah. Women will draw women proportional.
I mean, Red Sonja, hello. Like, maybe you don't really read comic books. Maybe that's your problem. Anyway, no, I gave this an A, hands down.
Yes.
This is such a fun book so far. And the plot threads are still like, they're very connected so far. The story is really pushing forward.
Yes.
Like, she's not wasting any time. It doesn't feel like she's, twiddling her thumbs.
No.
Or anything like that. She's just kind of going at her own pace. And
I mean, it's moving along. We got the big cliffhanger almost literally between episode 1 and 2, and then they got through all that, got to the riverboat. So I don't know if Domino's going to have a riverboat.
Rolling. That would be so hilarious if she had a riverboat.
Oh yeah. All right. So should we get out of here?
Definitely.
All right. So everyone, especially you, Gail Simone, if anyone wants to get a hold of us and talk to us about Deadpool, about Domino, because I'm thinking, episode 67, maybe we'll review Domino 3 along with the issue of Deadpool.
Just as long as not you are Deadpool. I don't care.
No. We'll keep doing the
I'm just messing with you.
We'll keep doing the game.
That's just a shout out to what were they thinking?
Yeah, I know. I wonder what they were thinking. Cha-ching.
It didn't sell very well from what I understand.
Oh, I wonder why.
Because nobody wants to cut their damn comic books. Hello.
I know. They'll be like, oh, buy 2 then. All right, but anyway, if you want to tell us what you love about Deadpool, Domino,
Cable.
Cable. What series you didn't like of Deadpool? You're Deadpool. You can always email us. I did not put my social media card up.
Kelman, get it together.
Sorry, Reach. WadesWorldPod@gmail.com, Facebook.com/WadesWorldPodcast, @WadesWorldPod, and @CL Sidekicks on the Twitter.
On the Twitters.
And you can always follow us on Instagram also. And so if you ever, if you want to send us an email the way our Maws and Paws did.
Oh, God.
There's your obligatory Charlie Esther shout out. All right. Anyway, Lilith, if you can muster up the voice, where can people get a hold of you?
If you nerds want to live tweet the Supergirl season finale June 18th with me at Lilith Hellfire. For anything Superman or Smallville related, you can follow me at Save Me Podcast. On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. And coming soon, Pinstagram.
She's gonna be a millionaire.
Then get sued. Copyright infringement.
Starts with a different letter. Come on.
What about you, Phil? Your personal stuff.
Oh yeah. If anyone wants to get personal with me, get some interviews here. Gail Simone, Ryan Reynolds, come on and
Zazie Beats.
Ooh, yeah, Zazie Beats.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, yes.
We need to know what happened.
I know we'll never get him because he's too busy, but Josh Brolin.
God, it's going to be the summer of Brolin forever. Feels like.
I'd say, well, that's what we were saying last week. Paul Bettany's giving him a run for his money because Paul Bettany was in Solo.
Oh, well.
He played a villain. Well, you know.
I think the nerds have had about enough of that Disney Star Wars. I'm just saying.
Well, they have a year and a half break now. All right. Email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. And on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And that has been your first Wade's World back from the Deadpool 2 review. It's a whole new era. Tell us what you want to see new.
When's the last time we did a top 10 list?
I don't know. When was the last
10 episodes ago?
When was the last time you were like, leak that? Yeah, I was doing that.
Throw me under the bus. I'll show you.
Oh, like you never throw me under the bus. You see these skid marks on my back? I see we both wore our red tonight. That's so the audience can't see us bleed.
I'm too good to get sad.
Back time.